take the hit, take the hit, take the hit.
Welcome back to FPL Take the Hit. You are here with Joff. Today we are talking UEFA Champions League Matchday 1. It's come so soon, it's back. And I'm hitting you with my team reveal today. This is potentially not going to be my final team, but it might be my final team. If I do make any changes, I'll put them on Instagram or in the community section in the YouTube subscription area, whatever it's called. So this is what I'm on at the moment, as you can see on the screen. And it's a bit crazy compared to my draft team. And I'm going to talk you through it, I guess, because the first thing I have to talk about is that front three. I mean, between Messi and Haaland, I just couldn't kind of decide. I mean, Messi's just that guy, like he's the best player in the world. So it's just hard to go away from him. I really wanted Haaland instead, but I've just decided to double up for the first game week. I know that they're playing that Minnow team, Barcelona, so kind of doubling up I thought was a good idea. I might even take out Messi Matchday too, depending on how it works. I just want to keep Haaland the whole way through. I just love that guy. This is what I'm on at the moment. I still might own Salah. I think it was Salah and that Koita guy from Salzburg instead of Messi and Rafinha. But let's see what I land on. And so I've got the front three, obviously Messi, Haaland and Lewandowski, probably the three best players in the game. I mean, at the moment, from obviously from what we kind of what we know from these three, I'm sure that they might not end as the three top scorers. There's going to be a lot of other players, a lot of great players in the Champions League, as we know. And moving on to the midfield, I just want to touch on the name I've just mentioned, Rafinha. So Rafinha, this is a player that he's got quality. He's played for some big clubs as well. Do a bit of research about him, and they've got an injury crisis, PSG, and he got the first assist of the game on the weekend. I watched that game. PSG, forgot who they played, but they won, it was 4-1 they won, or 4-0, something like that, and they played really well despite all the injuries. It was just a really good game, and Florenzi as well. I'm going to talk about him. PSG just looked, even though they've got injury problems, could give us a few kind of cheapy options in that team. So I might not even start with Rafinha, but that's a player that I thought 5.5 is really cheap. The Barrios guy from Zenit as well. He's obviously playing Club Bruges. He's probably the cheapest 4.5 in the game. See what happens here. I might start with him, see how we go, because that's the thing, is always match day one. I think it's so easy to overthink it, but at the end of the day, just make 3 transfers. I'm pretty sure we get 2 every week. Just make 3 transfers, and the next game we can clean up your team, So that's why I'm not too fast. I'm pretty happy with this team for the first game week anyway. There's a lot of good game week 1 matchups anyway. So moving on to my 2 Leipzig players. Yes, 2. They're playing against, what's that team? I think it's that Turkish team. I think that obviously this Turkish team could be the whipping boys of the group, and it's not to say that I keep these 2 in my team for the whole kind of, for the whole group stage. I'll definitely will probably keep one of them. I like Olmo. I like Forsberg. Forsberg is their penalty taker. Olmo is a really great assister as well, and I think he started as a centre forward in one of the 2 of their games, so I like that. But so I just like these 2 as value picks. As midfielders, it's just Gnabry, we know we're going to get it from Gnabry, obviously. Gnabry's a player that I'm definitely looking at. Obviously, Di Maria as well is another player. Coutinho is one that I haven't got, which I was really looking at. I really like the value of Coutinho. Obviously, Bruno Fernandes, Salah. These are big players that could do big things for their clubs. Obviously, Sterling as well. I've got no City cover, as you can all see as well, which could punish, definitely. But hey, I still might start with Sterling. I'm still not sold on this team 100%. But, the reason I've done this, put this video out today before I've finished my team, is because I probably won't be able to put a video up tomorrow. So I thought better this than nothing. And at the end of the day, make up your own minds. Why would you want to copy me? At the end of the day, I play a bit crazy sometimes. Last season, what did I finish? Under 600. But sometimes I'll make some moves where people will be like, oh, that's a bit crazy. But hey, that's just how I play. I have fun with the game. It's like anything you do with your life. If you have fun while you do it, usually it kind of works out well. So just enjoy. At the end of the day, just enjoy. That's my suggestion anyway. Back onto my team, Fati as well. So I've got Fati for Barcelona. He's 17 years old, which I don't like playing teenagers in my team, especially when they're too young, because we don't know if they're going to get rotated. That's the only reason. If this guy's nailed on for every single game in the group stage, he's in my team. This guy's a freak of nature. He's a legend. But he's going to be a legend. But yeah, so I want to start with Fati because he's obviously had a great start in the La Liga. But I mean, the international break coming at the time that it did has really put a bit of a dent in a lot of our plans because we don't know who's going to start in a lot of these games because some of them played 3 internationals before the weekend game, so it's just a bit of a painful start. But at the end of the day, hey, it's a fun start. So that's my midfield. It's a bit controversial, a bit cheap, but hey, I might start with it, I might not. We'll see what happens. And then my defense. So my defense is strong. I've gone for a strong defense because I think that there's value in the defense. The first time in the history of like any fantasy game that I've played that I've gone this big in defense because the midfield and the strikers are just overpriced. Let's be honest. A lot of them are overpriced. Besides like your Messi or your Lewandowski, obviously, and your Salah or whatever. But there's a lot of players that are just your big striker from Salzburg, that Daka guy, he's 7'5". Like there's a lot of these players that are just overpriced. Like Ilicic, who hasn't played football in like ages, he's 9 million for Atalanta. It's just he could be amazing, by the way. I just want to put him out there. I'm considering Ilicic as well, but he hasn't played a lot of football, and we'll see what happens. So Atalanta, starting with them as well, is I've got 2 of their wing backs. These guys play as wingers. I wanted Atalanta cover. They've got that Minnow team as well, and they score goals. They concede goals as well. They conceded 4 on the weekend. I watched that game. They got absolutely belted, and they probably will concede in this game as well. Let's be honest. But if they don't, and Gosselins goes big and Hatabora goes big, man, they could get some huge scores. And obviously, the next game they play as well is Ajax as well. So I'm going to be keeping them at home. I'm going to be keeping them for at least 2 games, and then they've got Liverpool at home as well. And obviously, with Liverpool injury crisis, VVD, they're conceding as well. So I just like these 2 wing backs in my team. I really wanted to get them both in, and I found a way to do it. And obviously, moving on to Munier as well. Munier is a wing back. He gets forward. I love Munier. Florenzi as well. He's a right back. I watched the game on the weekend, and he could actually start as their right midfielder. I don't know what's going to happen in this PSG lineup. They've got a lot of injuries, but Florenzi is an old Roma boy, and I love the guy. So I got him in there. And Benjamin Pavard, the right back from Bayern, I just can't see him not starting. He should start. I mean, Kimmich is the alternative. Pavard's Pavard. We know what we're going to get from the French international. It's so cheap, 5 million. I think he starts a lot of the games, so that's why I've got him. Obviously, other defenders that I have missed is Sergio Ramos. He's a player on everyone's lips, but at the same time, he's on penalties, obviously. But at the same time, I'm just not, a bit too overpriced for me. He could be amazing though. Sergio Ramos could be amazing. Obviously, Trent Alexander-Arnold and Robertson, but the injury to VVD kind of put me off that for the time being anyway, until maybe they go crazy. And obviously, there's a lot of other defenders that were close to making my lineup, like Joshua Kimmich as well is another obvious choice. But I'm happy with that team at the moment. And obviously my keeper, I've only got 1 keeper. I've never done this in Champions. Usually I do this rotating keepers. I've gone with Jose Sarr. Olympiacos had an amazing season in Greece last season. They kept a lot of clean sheets. Hopefully I just want to get a nice clean sheet out of him to begin with, and we'll see what happens after that. But look, I'm pretty happy with that because they've got Porto in the next game as well, and then they've got City twice. But by the City game twice, maybe I change keeper. Who knows? We can do whatever we want in this game. So this is my team at the moment. If there is any changes, you will see them on Instagram or on the YouTube community page. And obviously, for people out there that are like, oh, you've got Lewandowski on the bench if you're new to the game, basically, we can change the captain from game week, match day 1 to match day 2, basically. So the Tuesday night games in your part of the world, my part of the world, it's Wednesday morning. I think it's how it works. Yeah. So we have Wednesday morning games for me. We can change it to the Thursday morning game, captaincy, or we can move the players around. So Pavard will bring him off the bench for most likely Barrios because he'll probably blank. And the same is with Hatabora on for Rafinha if he blanks. So just wanted to put that out there because there's a lot of questions floating around. A lot of people will know that. Anyway, hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a like and share it with people, if you want. Share the channel, Champions League. There's not many Champions League channels out there. Try to give my best insight to a lot of these games. And good luck this week, guys. And see what you land on. Don't overthink it. Just enjoy the game. That's my opinion. And definitely Messi is going to be my captain for that first day. And then the second day, Lewandowski. So see what happens there. And if Messi gets 9 points or under, I probably will change it because Lewandowski goes double digits, let's be honest. But we'll see what happens. Hopefully Messi goes bananas. We'll see what happens anyway. But I'll speak to you guys soon. You take care, and as we say at FPL, take the hit. Always remember to stay positive and accept the red arrows and embrace those green arrows, guys. Peace.
Take the hit.